look at you now, you're alive. Oh, look at you now, you're alright. When the nights are cold but the world's on fire and you're scared to fall 'cause it feels too high.
Alright, so hey, welcome to the Dungeon Adventure RPG thing that I'm making. Quick update, I am working on the character detail side of things. Actually, one sec, I'm actually just so scatterbrained. I'm fixing the styling piece right now. I am currently making it so that it's more of like a Pokemon style combat arena where you have your one character here and then your enemies lined up at the top versus having all of everything, all the heroes and all the enemies. Just hopefully a little bit cleaner look. So that's what Claude here is helping me out with. And also they updated Claude to Claude Sonnet 4, and it is supposed to be the best coding AI platform, and it has so far been really great. I've used it for a couple of things, including updating the special attacks and the character detail page, and it looks really good. So I'm excited to show you. But first, let me go ahead and do this. Okay. Make sure we're good. We haven't broken anything yet, so let's go ahead and test it out. Continue adventure. So here's the character detail page. I'll show you real quick. So we now have our special attacks here, and before I could learn all of them, and I was just testing it to get a debug and to fix that. And so unfortunately I have more special attacks with Venomous. So I'll show you Boom, who is level 2. And he has 2 special attacks. So at level 1, just like with the casters, you learn 2 spells, so 2 special attacks. The difference is with the spellcasters is every level you can learn 1 more spell within your casting level. So level 2 you can learn another level 1. At level 3 you can learn a level 2 or level 1. At level 4 you can learn level 2, level 1, level 5, level 3, 2, 1, etc. for spells, just like a similar D&D style. But the special attacks is every 2 levels after level 1. So at level 3, level 5, 7, 9, 11, you'll be able to learn an additional special attack. So you do get to start with a pretty good. So he's used a special attack, so it shows it's been using. That's good. It's working. So you'll see here, it'll show your special attacks and show your slots. And then when you can learn it, so level 3, it'll pop up here. So let's actually see. I need 300 XP. I do not have 300 gold. So not quite. But we'll get to the point where I can show you that. But I really like it. It differentiates. It's in like a yellow or orange versus spells in blue. So we'll go on a random adventure and test it out. Jackpack. No. Okay, not quite how I wanted this. I do really love the initiative order. That looks great. Love that. Let me just take a quick screenshot of this. And this is going to go ahead and show that to Claude. So let's come in here. Wow, can't type. I really can't spell right now. Dude. But let's keep the actors. Fine. In the meantime, I will show you real quick. Oh, the special attacks. Oh, they made them green. I liked it when they were orange. So, also, let's keep the special attacks orange. So you can see this health going down there if it gets hit. I just prefer to have it like this, where it's in this like full bar and not like this weird kind of long bar. You can see our combat log is working really well though. Got the rolls showing all the bonuses. And I also fixed, show you quick, I also fixed the buffs. So now you can see that the buff shows up on your character here, and it is limited to a certain number of characters, and we did a bunch of debugs. Maybe also click a selection where it said drop down, so you can click on the Great Weapon Strike and then choose the enemy. Oh gosh, so many things. Okay, while he's doing that, I'll just finish off this giant scorpion. Might as well, right? Might as well just get all the XP. Burning hands? Nope. Yeah, see, this is just unbalanced, all these little moles running around. And then I need to have like a boss at the end of like... All right. Because it's just embarrassing fighting one freaking gnoll Okay, let's see. Pull up. Wrong one. Pull up Claude. Okay. So now. Let's see here. No. Let's see. Just make sure the arena is only showing the acting hero. Oh no, I ran out of space. Oh gosh, this is my nemesis. Okay. Let's see. This is. Okay, version 4. Let's go in here. Let's just replace all of the styles. That's a lot of styles. Save that. Now let's just check that first before we go doing anything else. Fight. Okay, it is a little wonky. So that's no bueno. A little frustrated. I'm gonna go ahead and go. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go back. And I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna go ahead and go back to that, because that's a good starting point, I think. How about this part? You know what? I'm just gonna stop it there. I need to start a whole new conversation and just start everything over again with that last piece. Moving the characters in the arena. So I want the arena to be like this, fixed, with your hero down here, bottom left. For you, it'd be bottom left. For me, it's opposite. Enemies up here, just like a Pokemon battle. And I would eventually like to add some animations and such, but for right now, I just want to get very basic. But I am pleased with Claude. The update for the Claude Sonnet 4 has been really, really cool. VS Code is an awesome platform to write your code and all of your files and everything. It's super easy to use. It also comes with its own AI function, like a Copilot kind of deal. So there's some great benefits to it. It's less creative and has less memory for context, like throughout your conversation, which is why I like Claude a lot. So that's why I've been using that. And then, I mean, overall, I'm happy with the progression that this has, how far I've come with it. I need to add more images, obviously. I've been kind of holding off on that because it's not like important for the actual gameplay. But I mean, it's come really far. There's still a couple of things, like there's the sizing of this box itself, where it could fit the cell items better. But overall, like functionality wise, we're looking pretty solid with everything. In fact, look, I can almost buy a +1 longsword, which would be fun. Oh, I can get a ring of protection. Oh, we should try that. Let's try that real quick before we leave. I'm going to add ring of protection for Venomous. Okay, return to town. Character details. Ring of protection. So his AC right now is at, where's your armor class, buddy? There it is, 17. Oh, 17. Okay, pretty good. Manage inventory. On equip. Back to character. 16. It is working, and that is really freaking cool. Ring of Protection is showing right there. So that's really cool. But I cannot equip it. Oh gosh. Back to character. So that is, maybe if I go here to change, equip. Okay, but I definitely need to add equip button for trinkets, like the button for potions or armor. Let's just say like the button for armor. When sitting in the inventory. Alright, cool. But I'm very happy with that. That's cool. So then I also need to add more spells. As you can see, I have these mages and priests that are not leveled up yet because I need to add more spells. So they can start selecting them. I want to play test the actual leveling up sequence. And so, anyways, still a lot to do. Next steps will be finishing up the combat actions, combat styling. And then after that, I will work on getting the trinket and items kind of finished, sizing of the shop. Kind of that's the most immediate. After that, adding spells. And then I'd like to create an official adventure path. Basically creating over here on the side like a big square that shows kind of a map of milestones and progression for a true adventure or a true campaign. So that's something I'm working on as well. I've got this kind of D&D love project I'm kind of working on called Veilweave, and it's this entire world and map all of its own. And what I want to do is kind of bring in that lore to this game, so Aethoria, and bring in that lore into here where you start out in Mistloom and you're kind of discovering this world and what's been going on around it. So that's one of my goals as well. So anyways, thanks for joining me, and like, subscribe, and also look at our D&D campaign episodes. They're kind of fun and silly, and we're very amateur, but it's a good time. So thanks. So now I've got the character details all kind of completed, with the same theme carried over to combat. So we're going to jump in here and we're going to go right to combat. That's what I've been working on. So we have the more friendly combat visual here for the layout. Looks like I still got some overflow here on the sides, so I'm gonna get some prompts to fix that. I would like that to be inside of this margin here, whatever that is. But I now have my special attacks, which aren't currently working, so that's one of my next things. Everything is working, buttons work and everything when I do the debug, but for some reason when I put the full action economy in for my scripts, it's not able to click and then select a target. I should be able to click power attack and then select target, or defensive stance, and then you should be able to select himself essentially. So I probably need to just work on some creativity behind that, but we'll show you here that so we have that worked. Now we have the next character. So you see the actor moves into the slot and they're fighting, and I might eventually make this background the actual biome that they're in. So if they're in a crypt right now, I'll have a crypt kind of in the background with some opacity, so it's kind of not full in your face. The colors are fine for now. I just think it's a little bit too flamboyant. But yeah, so what I've done is I've created side by side for the attacks and spells / special attacks. We've got your available spell slots here, and then my use items are down here. This will be your consumables. So a good example of consumables is right here. So you got potion dex, potion dexterity, potion strength, which I want to actually test that out. He now has +2 in strength, so he should be able to attack a little harder. So, like I said, spells aren't working, special attacks aren't working. So everything else seems to be pretty good though. Continue to the next room. Fight. I want to see Venomous. I want to see his strength now is higher. So he should be able to hit a bit harder. Cool. So let's see. Hit. Strength 3. Yeah, he got that bonus to his strength. Cool. So things are working and moving along. So everything is looking really good here. Return to town. I'm very pleased with progress. A couple things I know that I need to fix are, for example, Venomous has those items in his inventory, which I really love the layout of the character detail page. He has it in his inventory here, and it looks like I can manage special attacks here. Back to character, back to town, but I cannot see. I need to fix this as well. Probably just make this a bit wider to fit. But if I go to Venomous and sell items, I don't see the potions here. And so I need my consumables to pull up into my sell items area. So that's another fix I need as well. So those are two like small little pieces. I have additional things like adding more spells, like I've already said. I want to add an actual adventure path eventually, and then that's really pretty close to being complete as far as and then as well as for the quests. I still need item allocation / selling at the end of the dungeon, and then increasing the dungeon CR based on the party size, and then having like a mini boss for all of the wilderness dungeons, and a major boss for all of the quested dungeons. So I guess there's still a few things mechanically that I want to fix before I get into my whole story map that's going to be on the right side. But either way, it's coming along really well. And passion behind this really is just that it's nerdy and fun and interesting. Kind of taking some small pieces that I've learned from coding and applying it to AI, and kind of just building on that 100 times over. And then creating something that my brother and I, Chris, have kind of talked about, having a game that you can just, when you have that D&D itch, you can just kind of jump in and play yourself. So some RPGs take a lot of energy to get into, and then you're into it and you don't want to just quit right off. And this is something that you could just finish a combat sequence, return to town or whatever, save and get off, and not have a whole lot of emotion tied to it. So it's very easy to get into. And I love just fighting over and over and getting all the progression. So like I've got some leveling I need to do. I want to add new spells and new items and stuff before I do that though, because I want to see that progression. So anyway, yeah, that's where I'm at. D&D, what do I call this? The Dungeon RPG Adventure game. RPG Dungeon Adventure. Adventure begins. So yeah, follow along as I continue developing it, and go ahead and watch our D&D sessions. They're a lot of fun. We play them. We have been playing them every other weekend. Gets kind of busy here and there. Just had a baby, so in a few weeks that have been difficult. But yeah, if you guys want to do that, then you can kind of see a bit more of us and what we do. But right now we're getting towards the end of our first campaign. It's about 40. Let's see my playlist here. Campaign 1. It's about 40 episodes.
So this is my first time doing a recording.
I want to see.
Dennis.
I don't even know how to do that. Your videos.
For it.
Oh, that's so funny. There we go. So these are all of our adventures. And then eventually, right around here, we started going live. And so we've got all these live videos as well. So yeah, jump in there, follow along, and enjoy. That's a D&D roll for it. And we've got merch. So if you like to buy stuff from random D&D roll for it, random websites, then go ahead and feel free to do that as well. So 10% off. You guys better take advantage of that. Thanks.
At you now, you're alive. Oh, look at you now, you're alright. When the nights are